Hi everybody, I am back with Dan from Stonesword Games to have a look at Daimyo. Okay, I love my Asian flavor games. I love feudal Japan. What have you got for us?
So it's, at its core, it's a Martin Wallace Euro. What it's actually is a full combat Euro game, which is two things most people squirm about, but I'll explain. So obviously most Euro games, it's like engine building, you do your own thing, very little player interaction. So what we've done is we've taken Martin's Euro, and we've layered over diplomacy, backstabbing, shouting and screaming at each other, and lots of other player violence.
These are all things I love.
Excellent. So it's a 6-player game. It's actually a 1 to 6 player game, but it always plays with 6 factions. So if your play group is 4 players, the game will provide you with AI, which will fill in the slots to make a 6-player part of the game work and flow. So Martin's reworked the alliance system from Struggle of Empires, which he released, I want to say 25 years ago, and show my age, but yeah, it's about...
I was a bambino.
Yeah, I know, right? So he's reworked it to make it a more modern feel. It's a lot sleeker than it was then. He's put it into this for us, and it really does sing. So at the start of each game, the players around the table are going to put themselves into 3 possible alliances and then bid on which one they want. So there might be one where I know if we're in an alliance together, you can't attack me. That's going to give me the win because you can't take stuff from me. You know that as well, so you're going to put us on the opposite sides of an alliance, and then we're going to have a bidding war to figure out which one of us is going to win. We're then both going to lose, because your mate Bob in the corner over there has got a completely different plan and more money than us.
Oh, do you know who I'm looking for that? It's my cameraman, Shay. He is one of the most vicious board gamers I have ever played with. Oh, they call me Captain Alpha Strike. He has taken the mantle from me.
You are going to love this, man. This is everything you want to be able to screw people over on a regular basis. So, once the alliances are made, that'll also set turn order. So even if you don't care about the strategic implications of who's attacking and when, you are going to care about where you are in the turn order. We've put a lot of effort into making sure that going first isn't just go first, win more. In some phases of the game, go first good. Some phases of the game, go last good. Okay. So there's, again, a whole mini-game in the alliance phase to figure out where you want to be. Once that's done, there's a worker placement section and action phase. It's 3 different wars, which is how you're going to play the game. So 3 different wars. You get more actions and more dudes per war, so it gets a bit more meaty as the game goes on. So in the first war, for example, you'll have 5 of these action cubes. I'm going to blow your mind with the most amazing innovation in game design that Martin's given to us. It's fantastic.
Careful, you're blowing this up.
I know, right? You can take this action cube, you're going to put it on the action space, you're going to perform the action in the space.
Okay.
Genius, right?
I mean, groundbreaking.
So it's one of those things that, like action placement, worker placement, it's not broken, so we haven't played with it, we haven't tried to get silly with it and add loads of extra stuff. The core mechanics of the game are all really simple. If you've played worker placement, you can do this. If you've played a bidding game, you can do the alliance phase. It's the player interaction, the backstabbing that basically gets in the way and causes all the arguments and basically gives you the meat of the game. Once the action phase is done, this is where you get your resources. So any resource you need to spend or use in the game, you'll get from this phase. More guys to fight with, more resources to move them across the map further. They're all in here. The main part of the game is combat, because again, you don't see many Euros. So what you'll do is every province on the map has its own card. It'll tell you how many guys you can send from there to attack with, or how many guys you can defend with. You'll look at your hand of cards. So say, for example, you can have 3 of them. You choose your 3 cards, you put them face down so your opponent doesn't know what you're attacking with. So you can bluff and send 3 peasants, or you can come in really heavy and send in 3 cavalry. They're going to choose their defensive army the same way and put it face down. You'll flip them over, you'll compare strengths, and the highest strength wins. If the attacker wins, he takes the province and he puts his flag in the castle. If a defender wins, obviously he sees off the attack. There's about a half a dozen different ways everybody at the table, not just the guys fighting, can interact with that fight. So what we didn't want was a combat phase where 2 guys are sitting in a corner doing their thing and 4 players are waiting for them to finish. Everybody who's got a skin in the game in that particular area of the map can influence the outcome of that fight. Which again, more politics, more backstabbing, more reasons for you to hate your cameraman. You do it 3 times. As you win fights and you take control of areas, you'll gain victory points. And in a very classic Euro way, whoever's got the furthest around the edge of the map at the end of the game wins.
Fantastic. All right. This game sounds like it's doing something I absolutely adore. It's taking multiple smaller game engines, merging them together, and making something monstrous, which you can just really have fun with. Okay, now, is the game available yet? Is it going to Kickstarter, GameFound?
Not just yet. It will be going to Kickstarter, probably at the end of the year. We're looking at maybe launching or ending the campaign at Essen. So you're looking at September, October, fine for the Kickstarter. It's about 97% done design-wise. There are a few minor tweaks to the AI system to make it score the right number of points. Currently, it's kicking everyone's ass because it scores too much. So we're trying to rein that in to make it more player-friendly and make it feel like you've played against someone else. Once that's done, onto Kickstarter, onto production, and realistic, the fastest we will get it out will probably be Expo next year. Slowest is looking at probably Essen next year. So hopefully people will see this in about 12 to 18 months' time.
Fantastic. I mean, honestly, this looks fabulous. I want to play it, but I have to work. This is why I have a love-hate relationship with Expo, because I love to see all the new games. I hate it because I can't play them. Now, important question. If people are wanting to keep up to date with you guys, up to date with this project, how far it's along, where do they go?
Ideally, the best place to go would be our Discord. If you go to stoneswordgames.com, there's a link at the top to go to our Discord channel. Come and join us. I'm generally on there 24/7 because, like every hardcore game design board game nerd, I don't have a social life. So if you come on and tag me, you'll get an instant response 9 times out of 10. It's where we put most of our information because we can do things instantly. When it launches on a campaign, obviously we'll communicate with backers through the Kickstarter, but the plan is basically keep using Discord because it's instant. We'll collate all the information and make sure every backer who backs it gets a regular update of, we answered these questions this week, are they relevant to you? So everybody will get all the information they need.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, guys, this looks like an incredible game. I think this is probably going to top my list of games I want to play next year. So get your copies in, or get your comments in. It's been a long day. And yeah, we'll move on. We will see you again, and we will be keeping a very close eye on Daimyo.